Hi, how are you?
Hallie, I'm good. Good to see you. In our strange, confined to apartment life here.
You dress so well working from home.
Otherwise, it's very easy to sit around in pajamas all day long.
Which I would never do. My pantry is limited, and I hoped that you could advise on how to pair for my lunch wine.
Hey, lunch wine is a good thing to have. Did you already deal with the breakfast wine?
You know, we all know how to pair breakfast wine. You know?
Of course, yeah, goes without saying. I am here to help you out. That's pretty much my purpose in life right now. Yes, the big bottle of Merlot.
And then the wine that you gifted me.
Oh, right, yeah, that's tasty wine.
Right?
So you've got a New York Riesling, it looks like, Constantine
Yes.
Frank.
And then this is a Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio, okay. Is the Riesling dry or sweet?
It's... What's that?
It definitely isn't going to sound sweet.
I can hear the grapes.
Yeah, the grapes are singing to you. It's
I have a few wine glasses, but typically we do normally drink from old jars. Popcorn?
Popcorn? Okay, great.
Pinot Grigio and the Riesling should both work pretty well with the popcorn. The Riesling, if it has a little sweetness, it might be kind of weird. So the Pinot Grigio would probably be the better choice. But give it a try. Try them both.
A peanut smell.
Peanut smell. Yeah, that is the risk of using a peanut jar. So you're really just talking about what goes well with salty flavors. Mm-hmm. And generally speaking, a white wine with pretty good acidity is going to be pretty great with salty flavors.
Yeah, this one, the Riesling, I think is just in general sweeter.
Yeah. Probably, even though it's dry, it's probably got a little residual sugar in it. Whereas the Pinot Grigio is basically a light-bodied, relatively tart white wine.
Okay.
It's probably a pretty good combo, despite the peanut butter smell from the jar. I mean, people get very worried about pretension with wine. It is just fermented grape juice.
I want to be fancy, right?
You want pretension, right? Perhaps different clothing.
I see. PB&J main course.
Yeah. Now, first off, it's going to be somewhat sweet. I mean, because jelly obviously has sugar in it. What I would probably guess is the wine that's going to work with it is going to be the Riesling, which is the sweeter of the two white wines you've got. Because the sweetness of the food is going to actually make the wine taste less sweet. But the food kind of takes over in terms of flavor because it's so much more intense. If you have a sweet food, it's going to make the wine taste less sweet. Which is why, if you have wedding cake and you've got champagne, that actually makes the champagne taste like hell because champagne isn't sweet to begin with. The wedding cake's really sweet, so it makes the champagne taste really tart and sour.
This might be a dumb question. Are we looking to heighten the flavors of the food or heighten the flavors of the wine?
Well, ideally what you want to do is heighten the flavors of both. And when everything goes absolutely perfectly, that's what happens. The food tastes even better, the wine tastes even better, and then the combination is spectacular. The worst case scenario is the food tastes horrible, the wine tastes horrible, and then you've just destroyed everything. And your life is over.
Raspberry jam. I don't know if it's worth mentioning.
I mean, it's basically, it's basically sugary stuff that tastes like fruit.
Okay. Well, it's Trader Joe's organic, again, not sponsored.
That's good. Organic is good. In theory, it will make the Riesling taste actually a little less sweet than it did before.
100%. Definitely prefer. I don't like a sweet wine because I have a very refined palate.
Yes, I know that.
It overwhelms me. But this, I like a lot more.
Okay, cool. That worked. See, it actually works.
I mean,
a margarita is the ultimate pairing right there, I think. They're probably designed for margaritas.
Legally, I'm really not supposed to drink tequila anymore. I can't get into it here. It's not on brand for food and wine.
You've got that lime flavor, which is citrusy. The other thing you do is you compare flavors. So Riesling often has a little bit of a lime flavor to it. It's either green apples or lime, somewhere in between. And so with the Tostitos, which are kind of lime, which are intentionally lime flavored, it might be the Riesling actually works pretty well. Plus the salt and the chip's going to work well with the Riesling anyway.
Speaking of lime, Buddy Seltz.
Buddy Seltz lime. Try it. Okay, here's does the Riesling or the Bud Seltz lime go better with the Tostitos? This is the wine world is going to kill me for this, but this is science here. Yes. Yeah. Your insanely cheapo seltzer beer.
$12.99, Ray. Wasn't that cheap?
Man, what the hell? Where are you buying it?
No, that was for $24. Okay. Chip. I do think this is a better flavor situation.
I'm very heartened to hear that.
Comment if you want Ray to do a seltzer pairing.
I will do that for the world right now if we need to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, you just want a casual tiramisu at home.
And it's so difficult.
This is what happens.
You succeeded, right? Kind of.
No one's ever said that to me, Ray, so thank you.
Somehow I feel that wasn't the way it was supposed to work, but yeah, that looks just fantastic.
Okay, so
Tiramisu, dessert
yes.
for most people. Sweet, like crazy sweet. Not so good with Bud Light, I wouldn't think.
Okay.
Kind of a mixed bag with anything you've got there. In a situation like this, if I were pairing something and I just didn't have a dessert wine, I'd probably just go for the wine that was like the most robust that wouldn't get run over by the tiramisu. You know, so maybe I would try it if you want to open that rubrato. I'd probably try it with that.
Yeah, and Ray,
Give it a shot. It could be horrible. I mean, that could be a pretty tannic wine, and sugar with tannins is not a great combo. But on the other hand, it's such a big wine that it might be okay with it. This is all caveated by me saying that like it really should be a dessert wine.
It's a perfect quarantine comfort snack.
There you go.
It's a little frozen in the middle, which I like.
Yeah.
I
So you
prefer
try
it.
with a little red wine. Probably a mixed bag at best.
No, it definitely tastes very like bitter.
Bitter. Yeah, there's so much sugar in the tiramisu that it's going to take a dry wine like that, and it's going to accentuate both the acidity and the tannin. So it's going to be bitter and sour as a result. Is there anything in your fancy bar cart, for instance? You could have your butler bring the bar cart over.
Oh yes, Butler.
Where is he?
No, he's quarantined, but otherwise.
Okay. Let's see what we got there. All right, with a little shot of the Havana Club. Try that with a tiramisu. I bet it'd be kind of fun, actually. You just go wild. There's not much in the bottle. I think this is going to be a winner.
Okay.
I mean,
So good.
yeah. If nothing else, the alcohol is going to cut right through the sweetness.
Left my lights on. Go turn them off. Ray, thank you so much.
Hallie, anytime. Yeah, the whole point of this is it's fun to pair stuff. You don't have to like have a fancy meal and a specific bottle of like Pinot Noir that you paid $60 for. You can pair Tostitos and a white wine that you have and just see what it tastes like together. It's just kind of fun to see how things work. So, pair get some Tostitos and then also get some, I don't know what, a little bit of ham and see which, whether they both work with the wine or they don't work. It's just, as long as we're all like trying to figure out things to do that's entertaining at the moment, why not?
Send your favorite pairs to Ray.
Please do. Yeah, I want to know what people's favorite pairings are.
Subscribe for my own self-worth reasons.
Yes, please do. She needs that.
I need all the help I can get. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. I have more random food, so.
Oh, we got to do more of this, absolutely. Next time I'll have food and wine too. We can do back and forth. Bingo.
Good?
Good.